Ah. That is a Post-it note, and it says Monday the 4th of October 2021, Quayside Magistrates Court, Newcastle. Today, in fact, is Monday the 4th, and here I am at the Premier Inn right next door. Well, I have been banished from not only my own home, but Alnwick for 3 months and a bit. I was arrested on Friday the 25th of June and accused utterly falsely of nonsense, basically. The police hadn't acted in the preceding 2.5 weeks on severe, acute behaviours of harassment by some few neighbours where I live at number 26 St Michael's Square in Alnwick. It is ludicrous. There's drugs dealing going on, clearly. I'm not going to rehearse the whole blooming thing. I'll do it in court today myself. I've had 2 sets of solicitors, and they just don't get it, basically. They don't give tuppence. They're just getting on with their lives. This potentially can kill me. What's gone on? I've been made homeless. I can't live out. I'm 65. I've got acute heart failure and I've got a knackered left leg. I can barely walk. I'm on crutches. I can't spend the rest of my life living out. If I lose the accommodation through this, I've paid up the rent for this October anyway, and the estate agent is being all right. But, as long as they get paid, I suppose, they couldn't care less. Unfortunately, I believe the police are involved in the drugs dealing. That's why they haven't acted. They had 2.5 weeks, 2.5 weeks to get some sense into the situation. And yet they kept arresting me 5 times. 6 999 calls. I was stuffed in my own home on the Tuesday the 8th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. being abused by... It's only 4 little neighbours, 2 Polish women, and they're rather of large proportions, and their partners, who are sort of Northumbrian people, and 2 small children, a 2 and a 4. By the Thursday, the woman, Ola Mitchler, she's in the court papers, has invented a story that I thwacked their child with my staff. Well, if I'd thwacked a child with my staff, this I've cut a new one, the police have got the other one. If I'd thwacked a child with my staff, I would have smackarooed its leg. She pinched the child to produce a little red mark. I was shown a photograph in police custody. They released me on that one at 2:32 a.m. They've still got my staff. It's still under investigation. The woman utterly lied, totally invented the whole situation, and her whole statement to the police is a pack of lies. And it went on from there. Obviously, if they've arrested me, I must be a bad man. So that means the police are involved in the drugs dealing. Possibly, probably. It's awful. Winton Keenan is the chief constable of Northumbria. I've been on to them, obviously. It's utterly awful. How do you tackle the police if they're involved with drugs dealing? Quite frankly. Backhanders somewhere around, someone knows someone else. There's definitely drugs dealing on that St. Michael Square. The partner of this Ola Mitchell in pink shorts came up to me and offered me a joint, weed, to suck me into their drugs. Boy, am I strong about this. I will not have it. Yes, I smoke a little and I drink wine. They're both legal. Yes, probably more people die of cancer and, alcohol-related diseases. But they're legal. Cigarettes have been vetted and the tobacco checked, and underhand drugs dealing is awful. They've just had this business in Ecuador. 100 and whatever it is, 18 remains of bodies found. The drugs in the prison. 900 police and army had to go in to sort the place out. And they chopped people's heads off. That was the general idea. Boy, oh boy, drugs are very nasty business. It just is. And I will not have it around me. And that's what this is about, this little court case. They think it's about me finally saying what I actually thought of this Polish neighbour. I couldn't care less. She could be Outer Mongolian. They spent weeks calling me a paedophile. These people. Putting it about that I am a paedophile. Now, here's the thing. My former wife was sexually abused by her own father. And 29 years later, my son would have been 29 this year on November the 12th, but he committed suicide at the age of 18 because he was stuffed with a woman who hated men. So if there's one thing I do get, it's false sexual relations between adults and children. So to call me a paedophile is monstrous. And I informed the police. I've got a police log of this conversation about the drugs. And the police did absolutely zero. Why? They're either incompetent, involved in the drugs, or just don't like Christians. They put 666 on my doorstep in great big pink chalk, these people. Nothing from the police. Eventually, I used a single 3-words phrase, which I will not repeat here. They had cameras on me. They knew they were winding me up. Deliberately. Staging an event. And this woman, Ola Mitchell, and her pack of lies. All in the police papers. If she says them in court, it becomes perjury and conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, you see, and you can go to jail for quite a long time for that. Old Aitken Walker did, 2 years, I think, the former government minister. Ha! It's a nasty, evil little nastiness at St. Michael's Square. They didn't want this light of Christ shining into their darkness. That's the problem. I am a Christian. Amen.